Hey guys, today we are in Abia. We're still on Sabiagrik. And what we're learning today is pig production. We're in a farm that is 13-year-old. Yes, 13-year-old. We didn't select a farm that's just 6 months or 7 months old. This farm has seen all weather, all kinds, and it has seen good profit. And so today we'll be learning about pig production. Pig production is one enterprise that people are not used to because of a lot of stigma attached to pigs. Now, in this place, this farm has I welcome you to come with us on this learning experience as we learn about pig production. I remain your host, Uke Praise.
A beginner, there are basic things you need. Of course, you need land. And because of the nature, like I said earlier on, people are not very comfortable with pig. No matter how hard you try to keep it clean, they abhor it. So you have to look for a place that's not within the residential area. That's the first thing. And then you have to build the structures. You have to have a shade, a roof over it, and then the pens for the individual piglets. You will see that then you also have to have the pens, the various sizes. The small pens, like the ones you see there, these ones are just for single pigs, where the mother will stay and born. Then you have these bigger halls where when you win them, you allow them now to fatten them from here. So that's about accommodation. Then another very essential requirement is water. You have to have a borehole. That one is very, very essential because you cannot run a piggery with bought out water. Then, of course, the attendants, and also, if it is possible, you need to have accommodation for your attendants around this so that there will be close supervision, because most of the times, the pig delivers at very odd times, and if there's nobody around, it's a very funny animal. There's times it could eat up its young ones. So you need to have somebody around, and at times, if there's no help around, it could want to lie down and lie on those very tender ones, and they are dead. So there has to be somebody around. So then you come to feeding. Feeding, essentially down here, what we feed, pig essentially is a very big, good converter of food. So it lives essentially on waste. Waste in the sense that, as like industrial waste, here we feed mainly with spent grain from the brewery. You know, when from the brewery you get something that looks like sand, but is waste from the malt with which they do this. And also in some palm kernel oil extraction companies, you get the PKC. You mix it, and also we also go to bakeries, take on their leftover food, or those ones that are bad. We buy it over and then come and soak and mix, and they eat. And that's it. you can run it on reasonably low capital, unlike poultry, where there has to be a standard feed where you buy out, where you spend more than 3,000 naira per bag. But here, you get this, and this also waste from your kitchen, like yam peels, vegetable, and also you go to a vegetable market and pick up cabbages and lettuce and cucumbers, and then those things they relish, and then they eat them, and then they do well. So that's essentially the reason. Like I said, the main advantage there is that the cost of running it in terms of feeding is basically low compared with other types of livestock. Also, the other interesting aspect of it is the rate of production. Like I told you, that pig delivered 13 on the 14th of December. Here we are in May. By the grace of God, He might also give me another 14, 13 or 14. And in goats, I don't even know whether you can have any goat that can give you a liter twice a year. But you are getting about 2.5 in a year. And this one is before December, I'll have another liter. And also, the gestation period from the time of crossing to that is 4 months less 2 or 3 days. It's 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, then it delivers. And of course, if after delivering you feed for 4 weeks, some say they keep up to 6 weeks, 8 weeks, but I wean them at 4 weeks. The reason is, if you keep longer and they keep sucking, as they get older, their food requirement is higher, and they keep sucking on that, you are seeing skeletons. That's why you're seeing those ones that look like they are not healthy. They are healthy, but it's because they have suckled. You can imagine where one pig is feeding 10 piglets, 12 piglets, and they suck more than 10 times in a day. If you stay a while now, you hear quiet that you think they are fighting. But they are crying for their mother to lie down for them to suck. A while after, they'll finish, you hear them shouting again. A while after, you start shouting again. It's an interesting animal. And of course, the market is also segmented. That you could sell at this age. Because there are these fatteners, these people that have farms, they don't keep the mothers. They just buy up these fatten, feed them to table size and sell off. So those are the ones, like these ones, you could sell these ones between 6,000 to 8,000 naira. They're off again. And so the market is there. Coming to the meat, although initially there was some kind of resistance, I think some religious, and they said, but within Abia now, the market is growing. But even outside, there's Akwa Ibom here, there's River State, there's Abia State. They are the people who are actually our customers. Like in Akwa Ibom here, the way you use cow to do your burial is the way they use a pig to do their burial. So that's an aspect of it. And of course, if you are passing through, say, the road to Kotekwene, you see every other spot, you see meat. 90% of what you are seeing out there are pork. So there is market. The market is not the issue. It's not the problem. There's market and it's profitable, I can tell you. On the aspect of the market and the rate of multiplication. Then, on the capital outlay, it is because you can get this pig is virtually everything. Even the leaves, you get in there now, you get even the plantain leaves. There. But I'm not saying that that's what we feed on, but in extreme emergency, that you cannot do in your chicken, you can give it to sustain them for the lean period. And so the running cost is reasonably low. And I think I am categorically saying that it's very, very profitable. I'm much more comfortable with pig than poultry. You see our poultry there, and fish, and of late, this is of more interest to me.
Hey guys, in fact, this is one of the enterprises that